As you all know that what is happening between Israel and Palestine, humanity is compromised every day, and there was an urgent need that UN resolution should come up with this matter. As a result, United Nations General Assembly came up with a resolution in which 121 countries voted in favor of the resolution, and 44 countries had marked the abstentions, and 14 countries who had marked their against vote on this resolution. So in this regard, it's very important to know that what is India's stand on it. So today's lecture is based on it. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu, and today we are going to discuss very important topic, which is India's stand on Gaza war. And this topic is important from GS2 perspective. So moving to the points of discussion. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, and then we are going to discuss reasons and what are the key takeaways from this resolution, and then what is India's stand on it, and after that we are going to discuss practice question for prelims and mains. So moving to the news part. So on 27th of the October, United Nations General Assembly came up with a resolution which is based on the humanitarian truce, in which India had marked its abstention. So this was the news we are going to discuss in this regard. And along with many countries, India had marked this extension. And who are the countries? So the countries like Australia, Canada, who had marked their abstention. And there are countries just like Israel, US, who had marked their vote against this particular resolution. And there are countries who had voted in favor of this resolution. So this is the news we are going to discuss in today's class. So moving to the next slide. Next slide is about that what are the reasons and key takeaways from this particular resolution. So we already know that along with the 44 countries, India had joined the abstention league, and it had, just like Russia-Ukraine war, it had marked their abstention into this particular war. On the other hand, this particular amendment and this particular proposal was made by the Jordan, and India had marked the abstention in it. Earlier, there was also proposal who was made by the Canada, in which India had voted in favor of that particular amendment. But that was not passed because it consists only 87 votes, and right now we have 121 votes who are in favor of this particular resolution. And what are the other key takeaways and key areas which we should know about this thing is that there are few areas which we have to talk, that who are the countries who had marked their against the vote. So we already know that along with Israel, USA had also marked the against this vote, and what the Jordan had said about this thing. So Jordan has said that if you are supporting and if you are against this kind of the resolution, it means that you want to promote senseless kind of the killing, and you want to promote senseless war in the whole world. So this is the Jordan's opinion regarding this. And what is the Pakistan key takeaways on this? So the Pakistan UN ambassador had said that whatever this resolution came up with this solution, just like Canada have this resolution where they had marked the guilty of Hamas, that they had initiated this process, but they had said that if you are making such kind of resolution, then you have to blame both sides, you cannot just blame the Hamas. So this is the opinion of the Pakistan UN ambassador regarding this. And that resolution was supported by India because it had also supported that it was Hamas who had initiated such kind of things. And India has a high opinion that who were made hostages in this war, that should be the immediately released. So these are the key takeaways from this resolution. Moving to the next slide. So what is the India's stand on it? So we already know that India had marked this abstention, and in this polarized world, India had choose to be balanced in this thing, and it had always opined that we should always promote peace through dialogues, and dialogue can be the only solution for this kind of things. If you will promote violence cannot be a solution for this kind of the things. It can maybe find a solution, but that solution is not durable thing. So India had not supported violence, and it had promoted dialogue, and with the help of dialogue we can promote peace in the whole world. So this is the India's stand on it. And what are the next stand? That India had highly condemned the terror attacks, and India had said that without terrorism and terror attack had no kind of boundaries, nationality and race. So it had not taken the name of Hamas, and it had not taken the name of any country. It just simply attacked and condemned the terrorism, and it should not be promoted in any way. So this is the India's stand on it. And what are the other stand India have? That there was so many casualty in this war, and we have seen that So many innocent people have been killed in this war, and especially the women and children are most in vulnerable conditions. So India had asked that, their humanity should not be compromised, and they should be the immediately released, and there should be the immediate truce between both the state and both the countries. And on the other hand, what is the India's stand on this issue? That historically, since the beginning, India had also supported the two-nation theory. And what is this two-nation theory? That land should be divided between Palestine and Israel, and there should be the recognized border for the Palestine, and along with the recognized border, Israel and Palestine should live peacefully and should live cordially. And they always said that, there should be an establishment of free Palestine, which have the issues of democracy, sovereignty and integrity. So India always wanted that there should be a Palestine who are sovereign in nature, who are integral in nature, and who promotes peace in the whole world. So India had supported this two-nation theory. So this is the India's stand on this particular issue. And India had always, against this kind of the violence, and it had said that we need to de-escalate violence and eschew violence from that particular kind of thing. And it had not taken name of any country, but it had always condemned the violence, what is happening all over the world. And it had taken the middle path in which the violence has no place, hatred has no place, and there should be always the promotion of humanity all over the world. So moving to the next slide. Next slide is practice question for prelims. So at present, how many members are a part of United Nations General Assembly? And your options are 187, 193, 199 and 204. So you have to answer this in the comment section. Coming to the mains question. So the mains question is, discuss India's stand on the recent United Nations General Assembly resolution on Gaza war. So first of all, what you have to do, that you have to give a brief background of UNGA resolution. And you can also start your answer by giving background of Gaza war, that when it started and what was the issue. So in this way, you can have a two kind of introduction depending on that how many numbers it consists. Suppose that this number is 10 marks or 150 words. So you have to shorten your intro part, and if it's like 250 word or 200 word, then you have to increase the length of your intro. So you can start your intro with the UNGA, and you can also start your intro with the Gaza war. So it's on you that how to start your answer effectively. Then coming to the main part of the question, which is the body of the question, that what is the India's stand on it. So you already know that there is a UNGA resolution in which there are three kind of mandate. One is the favor, second is the against, and third is the abstention. So India had adopted abstention in both the world wars, just like the Russia-Ukraine war and also Israel-Palestinian war. In this way, India had also adopted a promotion of the democratic values in all over the world, and it had adopted the balancing measures in which that it had not provoked any country. And especially in this polarized world in which many countries, especially all over the countries, are taking sides, whether they are with the Israel, whether they are with the Palestine, India choose to be neutral. So in this way, you have to write your stand, and you can also write that India is a country who always promote peace. It is a country of Buddha. It is a country of Mahavira, who always promoted peace in the society, and we are the country who has given the name to the world. Pencil agreement we have promoted. So in this way, India has a huge background of the historical peace, and it had always supported that, there should be the balancing act between two states, and it had not compromised with the rights of Palestinian and also with the rights of Israel. Though it had attacked the terrorist attack by the Hamas, but it had not taken the name of the Hamas. It had just pointed out that, all over the people who are made the hostages by any particular community, they should be immediately released, and the condition of women and especially children should be taken care of. The humanity should be taken care of. And you can also write that, unlike the UNSC, this resolution is not legally binding in nature. So if it's not legally binding in nature, and there is a comprehensive defeat of Israel and US in this kind of resolution, they cannot act on this kind of the resolution. So in this way, you can write India's stand that it has always followed the middle path, which is the policy and which is the principle of the Lord Buddha. So in this way, you can conclude your answer. I hope you like this lecture. If you have any query related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.